Witcher 3 on Steam Deck was requested. We have Witcher 3 on the original LCD down here. We have Witcher 3 on the OLED. They're both at 7500 Kelvin as far as color temperature. They're both at the highest color quality that we can have. This has HDR and is set to HDR. This does not. The OLED, to me, looks better. Frame time, according to this graph here, let's change the camera a little, just a tad. We can see on that mountain for some contrast. The frame time graph is going crazy on the original. Meanwhile, on the OLED, it's relatively stable. As far as the feel, spin test, that feels pretty all right on the LCD, not gonna lie, can't really complain. Battery is pulling roughly 28 watts. Over here on the OLED, we're pulling 23. It is set to the 90 Hertz setting. That feels a little bit smoother, and I didn't feel as many dips. It's still running about 40 frames a second versus the 35-ish over here. No, 36. No, we're like almost hitting 40. It's a couple FPS higher. The frame time graph really does tell all, though. I gotta say, between the two of them, for The Witcher, I gotta give it to the OLED again. Let's see, just to make sure the settings are all the same, graphics-wise. Just verifying every setting is so far identical. That's all of them, I guess. HDR settings. So this is very specific. Okay, so we're not gonna mess with it. We get HDR, it just sets it automatically, there's no toggle. Again, let's just do a quick side-by-side. Sorry, this one's kind of cooking the other one. I'm gonna move them slightly out of the way here. Getting roughly the same frames per second, but it's more stable on the OLED. Yeah, it's interesting. They're both pretty good. Visually, the OLED looks better to me, but they both run pretty smoothly. The frame time on this one would suggest otherwise. See, moving around feels a little stuttery. Not horribly so. What? Oh, hello. I didn't know I wasn't alone. Let's check on the OLED. This feels just a teeny bit smoother. Yeah, this feels a little smoother. Okay, yeah, no, as far as feel goes, I gotta give it to the OLED. The frames seem to be roughly the same, but it feels a little smoother on the OLED. Anyway, yeah, thank you.